Hi everybody, it's Erin Reed for Kunin Felt, and today I'm going to show you a fun and easy way of taking our premium felt and turning it into a pencil case for your kids. This could also be a great kids craft that you can have them sew and create, or it'd be a fun little gift that you can give them for the beginning of the school year, or just really any time of the year. So it is a button case. So this is an all sewed case, and you can fit your pencils or anything else in there. And then we're going to attach a fun little thing. For my son, I put a couple little emoji iron-on little covers, and then for my daughter, she picked out this beautiful flower one that we just iron on. First thing I'm going to do is, my daughter loves pink and my son loves blue, so those are the colors we picked. This felt case is made out of 100% recycled felt, as is all Kunin Felt, which I think is absolutely amazing. The first one I did is I cut the width of the pencil case to be 3.5 inches wide, which is what the width of this one is. I just figured it was a good size. I can fit about 9 pencils all the way across in this particular case, but you don't even have to just put pencils. You could put colored pencils, you could put all kinds of stuff. And I made it a little bit longer in case you wanted to put something like paintbrushes or something in it. So it really allows the flexibility of the length of your case. So 3.5 inches wide. It also gives you a little bit of room on either side to do the sewing, and that's a great chance for the kids to practice their sewing too. Then I measured, coming down here, I placed the top piece over, and as you can see, my pencil is just barely sticking up. If you wanted to make this piece a little shorter, so you could actually make this part shorter, go for it. It's your call, your case, have fun. I then am going to measure over where I'm going to place my button. So I'm just going to take a little pencil mark, and I'm going to place my button right here. And that is one of the first steps you are going to need to do, because it's too hard to come in and sew once you've sewed all the pieces together. So if you don't have an exact match for a felt color for your thread, you can pick a contrasting color. Like here we picked red, and then here I'm going to pick white. So it's a color that kind of goes with whatever, and then you're good. Now my daughter loves all things pink, so we went with pink for everything, including the button. And I did a large button, so that would be easier for her to open and close. And it also, by having a button on here instead of a snap or something else, it has the kids' ability to practice doing a button. My kids are little, and so doing things as simple as learning how to use a button are kind of valuable. And the more they can practice doing it, the better. All right, I really reinforce this button by doing a double section of thread, and then I'm also just going to tie this off. So I just tied this off and made it nice and secure. That way the button would not pop off. And then I am going to lay this down on top here. So tie off your string. Again, I'm doing a double thread of string just because I would like to have this super secure. And starting on the inside of the 2 folds, hide my knot, and then I am just doing a stitch that's going to go up and over to hold the 2 pieces together. I'm not hiding the stitching, I'm just going up and over. I'm having the stitching be part of the design. It's kind of a fun way to do the design. You can do whatever stitch you want, but I wanted something that was not going to impede the feel of pencil case, and it looked kind of nice. And when you use a contrasting color, there's no point in trying to hide your stitches because you're going to see them anyway, so might as well make it fun. So I'm going to go ahead and keep stitching, going all the way around, making sure that these line up. So this has got to make sure that the edges completely line up. This is where you could pin it. I'm just being a little bit lazy right now. Might pull out my pins here in a minute. So stitching all the way around, finishing at this end, and I'll show you the next step. All right, so now that this stage is done, I've sewed all the way around. We're going to just double check the height, and there we go. And then where you want to cut to where the button is. So all I'm going to do is I'm going to fold this over. I'm going to take that same pen, and I'm going to put a little marking right where I want the slit for the button mark to be. I fold this in half, and I cut my buttonholes up and down. I just think it works like a shirt button, not side to side. And then now that I've got it slightly open, there it is. Now there's a little hole there, but once you put your button in and it is sealed, nobody's ever going to know that is there. And when it is open, it's upwards. Somebody sees it there either. So if that part bothers you and you see that little marking, you can always do it with like an erasable pencil or a white marking pencil. So there's that. The next stage is to take your iron-on applique, whichever one you happen to enjoy. My son picked out an emojis, and my daughter picked out this beautiful one from Joy. The information about how to put this on your fabric of any kind is on the back, but it just says cotton setting and have it heated up, which I already do. and all you have to do is hold it for 30 seconds. Now, when I do any ironing on, I always place a piece of parchment paper over top as to not to ruin anything. So I just place this on here for 30 seconds and let it hold, and I'll be right back as soon as 30 seconds is over. And there we go. 2 cute, super simple pencil cases that you can make using Kunin Felt iron on embellishments and a little bit of sewing and a button. It's very simple, very fun, and perfect. You can mix and match whatever iron-on letters you like and also whatever color felt you like. And you don't just have to use pencils, but it is the perfect size for a pencil case. Thanks so much for stopping by. Don't forget to check out the other videos on Kunin Felt and also the Kunin Felt blog. Links are going to be down below, and I will see you guys again soon. And don't forget to subscribe. Bye-bye.